On a December afternoon at Brown University, students gathered in a lecture hall focused on finals. The ordinary rhythm of study was shattered when a masked figure in black burst in, wielding a long gun. Without warning, the attacker opened fire, turning the academic sanctuary into chaos. Bullets tore through the room, students dove for cover, screams replaced quiet conversation. The attack was swift and brutal, leaving 2 dead and 9 wounded. Witnesses described the shooter's chilling precision and the terror that swept the room. The violence sent shockwaves through Providence, Rhode Island, and beyond. As the shooter vanished, a city and nation were left reeling, desperate for answers. The sense of safety on campus was shattered in moments. The manhunt began, but the questions, who and why, hung heavy in the air. The tragedy marked a dark chapter for Brown and the community. The aftermath would test the resolve of everyone touched by the violence. The first gunshot plunged the lecture hall into chaos. Students scrambled for cover, some huddling behind desks, others crawling to safety. Amid the panic, desperate texts, "There's a shooter, I love you," were sent to loved ones. The air was thick with fear, punctuated by gunfire and stifled sobs. Some students acted on instinct, pulling classmates down or trying to help the wounded. The trauma forged an instant bond among survivors. When the shooting stopped, an eerie silence fell, broken only by weeping and distant sirens. The room, once filled with hope, was now a scene of devastation. Backpacks and papers lay scattered, lives forever changed. Survivors would carry the memory of those desperate moments for years to come. The physical and emotional scars would not fade easily. For many, the lecture hall would never feel the same again. The first 911 calls came in at 4:05 p.m., but it took Brown University 17 minutes to issue a campus-wide alert. The delay and lack of audible sirens left many relying on rumors and social media. The campus went into lockdown for 9 tense hours, as students sheltered in place, anxiously awaiting updates. Confusion and poor communication from university leadership fueled frustration and fear. Parents arriving on campus found little information and mounting anxiety. The response exposed serious flaws in emergency protocols. Police swept the campus, searching for the shooter, while students hid in fear. The administration promised a full review, but trust in campus safety was deeply shaken. The ordeal left the Brown community questioning its preparedness for crisis. Among the victims, Ella Cook's name stands out. At 19, she was a sophomore known for her intellect, convictions, and kindness. As vice president of the College Republican Club and a devout Christian, Ella was a prominent campus figure. Authorities suspect she may have been the shooter's primary target, raising fears of a hate-driven attack. Her death has left a void in the community and sparked urgent questions about motive. Vigils honor her life and leadership as friends and family mourn a future stolen. The investigation now seeks to determine if Ella was killed for who she was and what she believed. 3 days later, the shooter remains unidentified, a faceless figure who vanished after the attack. Surveillance images show a stocky, masked individual in black, suggesting premeditation. The suspect is described as a light-skinned male, but details remain vague. Despite over 100 campus cameras, no clear footage exists of the shooter entering or leaving the building. This technological blind spot has baffled investigators and heightened anxiety. The FBI has joined the manhunt, offering a $50,000 reward. Billboards display the suspect's image, a constant reminder of the threat. Each day without answers deepens the community's fear and frustration. Early in the investigation, law enforcement made costly missteps, losing valuable time. A false arrest of an Army veteran added to public unease and confusion. City and police leadership faced criticism for vague communication and perceived lack of urgency. Jurisdictional issues between local police and the FBI complicated the response. Hundreds of students left campus, choosing safety over uncertainty. Mayor Smiley increased police presence, but reassurance was hard to find. The community's anxiety grew as the shooter remained at large. For many, the city no longer felt safe. Providence is suspended between grief and fear as the manhunt drags on. The campus is quiet, marked by memorials and a shattered sense of security. Citywide, suspicion and anxiety have changed daily life. Criticism of leaders has intensified, with demands for accountability and answers. Officials promise action, but words offer little comfort. Families wait to bury loved ones. Students wait to feel safe. The manhunt is now a test of the city's resilience and trust in its leaders. Until the shooter is caught, Providence remains on edge. The search for justice continues, with hope and fear mingling in the winter air. the community's longing for closure remains painfully unfulfilled.